News Talk 1250 KBRF. Listen anytime, any place with the new Fergus Now app on your phone. And it is now time for Chamber on the Air with Lisa Workman. Thanks for coming in, Lisa.
You bet. Thanks, Dave. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in to Chamber on the Air. This is a fantastic opportunity for the Chamber to get to share stories directly from our great Chamber members about things that are going on in and around the community to help keep you informed as to what's happening from the Chamber as well as other businesses, nonprofits, and organizations. So our goal here is to get you connected to those things. If you want to learn more about any one of our members or any of the events that we talk about today, please feel free to check out our website at fergusfalls.com. We've got a great business directory, an events calendar, and even some job postings there. So if you have maybe a college or high school graduate who you'd like to get out of the house for the summer, lots of great job opportunities to look at there too. So before we get to our guest today, I do want to share a few things that are going on with the Chamber of Commerce here in Fergus Falls. First thing is tomorrow we are celebrating a groundbreaking with the City of Fergus Falls for the Riverfront Development Phase 2. That'll be at 11:30 tomorrow morning right off of Court Street, so that'll be exciting. And then on Monday, another exciting opportunity and Chamber event is on Monday, May 8th. The Chamber is hosting the Fergus Falls High School Senior Showcase Signing Day at 8:30 in the morning in the auditorium with the high school seniors. And this is an opportunity for us to congratulate and thank those students for, making it through 12 or 13 years in the school system and to recognize each and every graduating senior for the steps that they are going to take beyond high school, whether that's going directly into the workforce, serving the military, going to a 2-year college, going to a trade school, or going to a traditional 4-year college. We think each of those choices is worth recognizing, and we want to thank those seniors. Plus, they will get a special surprise from the Chamber membership at Senior Showcase Signing Day, too. And then later in the week, we have a few more events coming up, and we will be speaking with some of those folks that are involved. On May 10th, we're hosting our Chamber MBA Member Benefits Academy, How to Support Employees' Mental Health. That'll be at the Chamber starting at 11:30 in the morning, and that is open to Chamber members, and that is provided with together with Solutions Behavioral, and we'll be talking with Heather a little bit later. And then later that day, on May 11th, we will be celebrating a groundbreaking with Park Region for their new fiber program. And Eric Engler will be joining us on the show after our break to talk about that. And finally, we're going to wrap up the month of May with the Leighton Broadcasting Craft Beer Tour. So, let's talk about beer at 10:30 in the morning, right? Good idea. Love it all. So, speaking about exciting things and things happening in May, Jan Werka is here with us on the show today, and Jan is wearing her farmer's market hat or sunglasses today to talk about the farmer's market. And boy, now that the snow is gone, I know folks are just dying to start digging in the dirt.
Yeah, they sure are, and we've had a lot of new vendor inquiries this season. So since we moved down to the Riverfront Pavilion last year, lots more interest from locals in selling their goods and produce. So we're super happy about continuing to expand that. And once the snow is gone and the soil warms up, I'm sure they'll be getting that stuff in the ground and growing.
Absolutely. And Jan, you had mentioned too, the farmers market moved last year into the brand new, which was phase 1 of the downtown riverfront development. So the Spiece Riverfront Park and the fabulous pavilion makes a great setting for the farmers market. And you guys are going to do a little sneak peek this year, aren't you?
We are. Saturday, May 13th, the day before Mother's Day. You can come on down. I have almost 30 vendors.
Wow.
Some of them, obviously no produce, but some of them will have veggie starts and bedding plants. We've got honey. We should have some maple syrup, all sorts of, crafter type vendors. Eggs, some of those pre-growing season things. And like I said, almost 30 vendors. We're really looking forward to that particular day. It's Saturday the 13th from 9 to 1.
9 to 1. And those are the typical hours for the
Yes, those are our
market?
Saturday hours.
Okay, so starting in June then, so May 13th will be kind of a preview, get everybody excited about the farmers market. And then in June, things will be every Wednesday and Saturday?
Yeah, so in June, we typically officially open our season in June. We go June through October, and it's every Saturday and Wednesday, Saturday 9 to 1. So that'll be Saturday, June 3rd will be our first day. And then we go all the way through October, Saturday and Wednesday. Wednesdays run from 2 to 5:30. Although this year we're doing something, I'm kind of trying to change things up for the market this year. We are doing 4 late night Wednesdays.
Okay.
So we're going to stay till 8 p.m. on some select Wednesday evenings. June 28th, July 19th, August 9th, and August 30th. And we've got some food trucks and other, hopefully, musical guests joining us. And the reason for that is oftentimes when we close at 5:30, all those people who work 9 to 5 or 10 to 6 or whatever, they don't get an opportunity to enjoy the market on Wednesdays. Right. So we're going to give those Wednesday evenings a try this year and see how that
Fantastic.
works out.
Well, like we said, the kind of that preview or, wet your taste buds for the farmers market is May 13th on Saturday. So mark that one on your calendar. And we look forward to a fantastic farmers market downtown Fergus Falls throughout the summer, because days like today, you can really believe we're going to get summer sometime, right?
It's eventually coming.
Short spring, long summer. Let's go for that, right? Well, thanks, Jan. If folks are interested or thinking about that they're not yet a vendor for the farmers market, do you have space available?
We do, and all the information is on our website at fergusfallsfarmersmarket.com. There's a vendor information page, and everything you need to know is there.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for all the work that you do to put that together, too. And, of course, if you want to talk with Jan in person, you can find her at Soapworks downtown or Creative Handmade Goods. So thanks again for everything that you do for the farmers market. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of farming, this is a great segue, right? Farming comes to mind when we visit with one of our newest chamber members. Scott O'Connick is here with Summit Carbon Solutions. And people might be thinking, well, I haven't seen a sign go up, or they haven't done a ribbon cutting yet for Summit Carbon Solutions. And so that's why we think it's great to bring Scott here to talk about what Summit Carbon Solution is and how they're connected to farming.
Well,
so glad to have you here.
Yes, no, thank you for having me, Lisa. It's great to be up here, in kind of like the big broad view, We're actually, Summit Carbon Solutions is partnering with 32 ethanol plants, including 6 in Minnesota, to develop the largest carbon capture and storage project in the world.
Wow.
And where it's relevant here is that, we are actually in Otter Tail County, right here in Fergus Falls, connecting with the Green Plains, and then actually capturing the CO2 that's currently being emitted, and it gets piped into North Dakota, where it goes into long-term storage.
Way underground. Their formations of the land there are perfect for that storage. Is that right?
That is right. That is correct. It's absolutely. We always say we're blessed with the wonderful farmland here, but North Dakota has geology that is just, perfect for projects like this. And, we still have to go under, test and, make sure that everything that is safe and secure and safe for a long time. So.
Fantastic. And, we talked a little bit, we kind of talked about farmers market and farming, and this will be a great positive impact, especially when we think about those corn growers that are typically selling to Green Plains Ethanol through the ethanol plant. I mean, ethanol business is strong and continues to be strong. And this is just one more way that makes that industry even more rock solid.
It is, and our project represents an investment of more than $500 million in Minnesota that will open new economic opportunities for ethanol producers, strengthen the marketplace for corn growers, and generate tens of millions of additional revenues to help local communities fund critical services like education, infrastructure, public safety, and more.
And that's one of the things that I've found out since we've been working together it's been more than a year already that Summit Carbon Solutions has been a supporting member of the Fergus Falls Chamber. You've been part of the business community even before any dirt has been turned or any pipeline has moved. So we appreciate that. I mean, you guys are even sponsoring Summerfest this year, which is fantastic.
It's fun. We've been trying to get, involved, engaged, to be as transparent as possible with the project and get input from the landowners and from the people in the area. So it has been fun getting to know a lot of the people in the area and, continue to do that. So.
And that's one thing that I found is so genuine about the whole team that's working with and for Summit Carbon Solutions is that they want to have the conversations with people. They want to be able to maybe dispel some myths or share information. And you have an opportunity for that right here in Otter Tail County today. There, through the Minnesota Public Utilities Commission, it's not really an open house, but you're having public hearings today.
Yeah, we have the scoping meeting for the environmental impact study. So right now, I mean, if you look at it, what it is they're asking the public to come and gather information, basically so they can voice what their concerns or questions or whatever, or what the study should all entail. Stuff like environmental impact, pipeline safety, landowner interaction, community engagement, public outreach, and community benefits. There's a lot of stuff that they're trying to gather information on and really get, everybody's, voice and opinion heard so that that study can
move forward.
Yeah.
We want to keep it moving forward. We know that those permitting processes and those studies are so important to making this project happen. And so folks can come to the Bigwood Event Center today. I think there's 2 time periods that they can come and ask questions and share information. And what are those times again, Scott, that they can be at the Bigwood?
Today it's 1 to 4. And then again at 6 to 9. So, and kind of where it is we start with a presentation, and Department of Commerce, the PUC, and Summit gives a presentation, kind of an outline of what we're looking for, the information we're trying to gather, and then it's opened up for questions, concerns, statements from the public. So we were in Breckenridge last night, and that went very well. So we're looking forward to today.
Fantastic. Well, and I think last week when we chatted, we were talking about how we've made such significant progress here already in Otter Tail County. So thank you to all those listeners who've been a part of this to help move it forward. It's going to be some great impact for our community, and we greatly appreciate the engagement that you've already provided in the community. In fact, you're the host or the sponsor of our Chamber Cafe next Thursday, May 11th, and we'll be at Community Education. And so folks will get a chance to hear firsthand, face-to-face from you guys then, too, about what Summit Carbon Solutions means to Fergus Falls and Otter Tail County. So thank you again for sponsoring our Chamber Cafe. The breakfast is going to be fabulous.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Well, and that's at 7:30, starting at 7:30 next Thursday morning. We invite you to check that out. And again, if you want to find out more about the events and chamber members that we've been visiting with already today, check out our website at fergusfalls.com. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be hearing from Solutions Behavioral and Park Region. Stay tuned.
My name is Spencer McGrew, and I'm the invasive species specialist with Otter Tail County. A lot of the stuff I do is making sure that all the pieces are moving in the proper direction. So it's working with the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources, scheduling our watercraft inspectors with them. It's getting our publications out for invasive species awareness, and it's just making the whole thing go. And that's basically my day-to-day. Our busy season is the summer, so we're in the midst of it now. Our watercraft inspectors are out in force. All winter long is about getting them ready to do their jobs, to check boats and have people clean, drain, dispose. So I spend a lot of time in the office in the winter to make it all go in the summer. Working for Otter Tail County is rewarding because my job has so many different facets. I work with the public, I work with our Board of Commissioners, I work with my supervisors, and our invasive species task force. And it's a very diverse group of people that all bring unique things to the table, and as we develop policies and programs that can serve our citizens. Opportunities here, I think, are very good. It's a beautiful place. I love the city of Fergus Falls. That's where I live with my wife Michelle, and we're huge advocates for it. And we'd like to see people come here and move. We just started a family. I'm a new dad, about 8-week-old son. So I think there's a real future here for young families. I grew up on a lake, a small lake called Lake 15, just northwest of Otter Tail County, and I'd fish off the dock and look at the plants and animals that lived in the water, and was just always excited about that. And I just wanted to work in that area, in that space. The area factored in hugely in why I wanted to work here. I love this part of the world, and I really, frankly, couldn't see myself working anywhere else. I saw this opportunity to work for Otter Tail County, and I jumped on it. I had finished school and I saw this chance and I just went for it. I was like, this is what I'm going to do.
I think it's important because I have grandchildren, just like all the boaters that I talk with down here. Some of them get a little bit disgruntled, and I have to tell them that I'm not really doing it for myself, or I'm not really doing it for him. I said, you're doing it for your grandchildren so they can enjoy the same lake views and the same kind of water that we all grew up with. Well, my name is Bill, and I'm a watercraft inspector here at Otter Tail County. Nice to meet you. There's a few questions I need to ask you, and we'll go through an inspection if you don't mind. Last year I took a little test of my own, and I just sat back and I watched the boaters as they came in. I didn't even have to go over there because when they got out or they come out of the water, they let their motors down. They checked for weeds, they drained all the waters out of their live wells, their bait buckets, the whole business. So I would have to say, yeah, I think we're making a difference as far as the public education part of it. If you're going to come up here fishing for a weekend and you want to visit 4 or 5 different lakes, please do. But look in your fishing book or get online and find out the lakes that you're going to go to, which ones are infested. If they are, fish the infested ones last. Fish your non-infested ones first, fish the infested ones last, and then when you go home, wash it up, clean it up the best you can, and leave it set out of the water. That'd be my suggestion.
News Talk 1250 KBRF. Listen anytime, any place with the new Fergus Now app on your phone. It's 1049 and currently 57 in Fergus Falls as we continue on with Chamber on the Air with Lisa Workman.
You bet. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, there are a lot of fantastic things going on in Fergus Falls. Again, check out our website at fergusfalls.com. We've got a great events calendar there where you can find out about a lot of these different activities and events that are going on throughout the community. And of course, our chamber members can post their events on there. And next week, we're hosting a partnership event, our Chamber MBA, which is our Member Benefits Academy. This is our third session of Lunch and Learns that we're hosting next Wednesday from 11:30 to 1. It's only $20 if you are a chamber member to attend. And next Wednesday, we are partnering with Solutions Behavioral. And the topic is how to support employees' mental health. So, a lot of times people think about you have your healthcare program and your HSA and your dental insurance and maybe optical and all those different things. But as employers, it's equally important to support your employees' mental health. And we're going to get some tips that day from Corrine from Solutions. Joining us on the show today is Heather Doro from Solutions. And Heather, you don't have to do the whole Lunch and Learn presentation next week, but you are a true asset to Solutions. So glad to have you on the show today.
Thank you.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the work that you do with Solutions.
I work at our AIM Developmental Clinic out by Lakeway Market, and I'm the board-certified behavior analyst at our clinic, which means that I develop all the programming and do the clinical side of that program over there, trying to help kiddos with autism and other related developmental concerns to gain skills that they might need to be more independent or address some behavioral concerns that families might have just trying to help them to feel successful and help the families to feel supported in going through what can be like a very chaotic and uncertain time for families. So we provide family support. We also, as we're looking to grow in Fergus, are hoping that we can increase the other services. Like we have worked with schools in the past and nursing homes, group homes to provide behavioral supports there as well as they may need it.
Yeah, so I mean, really, the name says it all. Solutions Behavioral is, a resource that can be used really through any age. And again, those challenges of parents raising their children that have, first of all, parents raising children who are 100% healthy is a challenge because, there's no real handbook for it. Now you throw in another change where they're dealing with some autism or they're on the spectrum somewhere that you're wondering, boy, is this normal or what can I do to help? And you yourself can offer those resources there.
Yes, we have a whole team. We have also our outpatient office, which is downtown, and they do therapy. We have psychologists that work in our offices that can help with evaluation and testing to determine if there is a concern that needs to be addressed, and then from there it goes to the appropriate program for us to try to help support those families through.
And that is a good reminder of the first step is to determine whether there or not is something that can, is it an issue or is it just a kid being a kid sometimes, if that's the case. Well, Solutions, we're so happy to have this partnership with you guys as a member of the Chamber, and we're thrilled to have Corrine presenting to businesses on how our businesses and our employers can support the mental health of their employees next Wednesday with Chamber MBA. So thank you so much, Heather, for joining us on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. Well, next we're going to be chatting with Eric Engler. And Eric, you guys with Park Region have a big announcement, and there is, when we talk about resources and things that people can do to improve their lives, well, internet is one of those things, and high-speed fiber internet. So you guys are launching a huge grant and development throughout the north of Fergus Falls area, and that's all coming together right now, isn't it?
It is. We're covering roughly 1,300 people, premises, I should say, not people, that have an opportunity to hook up to fiber broadband that have never had this opportunity before. So far, we've cut over 620 or pre-wired 620 homes. We've
you got appointments for like 200 more already?
Correct. We're up to 820 appointments. So things are going really well.
So literally, like right now in the Fergus Falls area, and it's kind of north of Fergus Falls. I know you're hitting Elizabeth, and I know you're hitting the Heilberger Lake area, Earhart address. Tell us a little bit more about the area that this grant covers.
The grant covers Ardell Township, Buse Township, Dane Prairie, Freiburg, Elizabeth, Fergus, and the city of Elizabeth itself. Maybe not all the township area, but
sure.
Quite a bit of it. Everything from I-94 virtually over to Underwood, everything from our Earhart Exchange down to North Fergus, and then down around Wall Lake and going west over into the eastern part of Buse Township. And this project wouldn't happen without our partners, the state of Minnesota and Otter Tail County, and all these townships I just named. They've been great partners.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about this, too. It's a multi-million-dollar grant to provide fiber, so super fast, super reliable connectivity throughout all these different townships and through the households and businesses. Like you said, you've had already 600 who've made that pre-wire connection. Let's talk a little bit about what that is and what it costs for somebody to have that connection made.
So the connection, one of our techs will come out to your home, take a look, do a site survey, draw a map up of where all your buildings are, the proposed route. He'll go in your basement, look at where the best location is to put that piece of equipment to make sure you get good broadband Wi-Fi throughout the house. Mount a board potentially or mount equipment inside, put a hole through the wall and put a nit on the outside of the house for the termination to get the drop to the home when construction starts.
Sure, and that'll be starting pretty soon.
It will. Ripley's is our partner that's doing the construction. They're starting hopefully next week. Doing some drilling, waiting for weight restrictions to come off the road. This project's huge for Otter Tail County because it's local contractor coming in,
Yeah.
local people. We're serving those folks as well. So
All the money stays right here.
Correct. Yep.
Which is fantastic. And well, like you said, local contractor, county, state, and park region all making this happen together, along with the help from the townships, really increasing that connectivity. And, you know, when folks get that wiring done in their home, do they need to be a park region customer today to get set up in their home?
They do not. There's no cost to the
Zero
homeowner.
cost.
Zero cost. All
Wait a
we
minute.
ask
Zero cost.
Zero cost.
Zero cost.
They don't even have to take service from us. We just want to make sure we get that fiber there because they may not want it today, but they're going to want it someday. Or if they sell the house, it's already wired. The
Right.
drop's already there for the next person.
It adds value to the home if they have that original or if they have that setup already completed. Should they, you know, move or sell their home or something like that, or the business, whatever the location is, it adds a significant value to the resale.
It's life-changing for these folks that have never been able to get broadband in their houses. They can work from home. They can communicate with loved ones, friends, family all over the place.
Right.
Telework, telemedicine. It's going to be life-changing.
Absolutely. And so if folks are, you know, I know as customers at our house, we got a, you know, letter in the mail. There's been a lot of publicity on this, but if they're still wondering about what this will do for them or how they get started, or if they're in the area that's covered, what's the best step for folks to take?
First thing, please call 218-998-2000. Any of our customer service reps can be able to help you out. They can get you to our sales. Don't be afraid to call. We'll answer any questions you have. We'll have a tech come out, do a site survey, answer questions.
Sure.
We're here to help.
Absolutely. And like you said, it's free. The best thing to do is to call now at 218-998-2000. Talk to someone there and they can, you know, answer all your questions. They can set up an installation. It doesn't take very long at all for them to come out, and it doesn't cost a thing to have that installation. But boy, when you take advantage of that high-speed fiber internet to the home or straight to your business, that is going to be life-changing. There won't be any more battles at home of how many iPads can be running at the same time, or who's streaming a movie, or who's, you know, doing their actual work. You know, everyone will have good quality, high-speed internet. And it's, again, thank you to Park Region for pursuing the grant and for helping to connect so many more homes throughout the county. We appreciate that.
Thanks for having us here,
Yeah,
Lisa.
it's going to be a great opportunity for folks to continue to work from home. Should they, if there's we're not going to talk about that S word that keeps people from working from home.
I hope not.
Not in May. So with that, let's wrap things up here today. This has been our Chamber on the Air. I'm Lisa Workman with the Fergus Falls Chamber. I invite you to check out our website at fergusfalls.com. You'll be able to learn more about our fantastic chamber members. And if you're not yet a chamber member, feel free to get in contact with us, and we can show you about all the great benefits, including being a guest on Chamber on the Air. I'm Lisa Workman. We will see you again next month. We're done. We all survived. Yay. See?